By the end of this podcast, I am going to convince you why, as South Africa, we should be siding with Russia. For those of you who don't know, Professor D'Angelo is a supposed expert in critical race. Goes around the world, charges a ridiculous amounts of money, and sits there in a room and basically calls everybody racist.
And the worst part of Robin D'Angelo is not that she exists, but the fact that private schools and institutions in South Africa are paying out between 150 and 200,000 Rand a pop to have her talk crap to them and their workers and or students. Robin D'Angelo is the parasite of the global American empire that wants you disenfranchised, and therefore she should be banned from this country.
You see, if you ask any questions whatsoever and you go, give me some evidence of this, show me where the racism exists, show me how this might work, well, that's racist, Ramon. And how dare you ask? Because asking the question is white fragility. You mean you must feel fragile, right? Fragile in your whiteness. And that's why you're asking for proof.
But that's not all, Byron. Do you smile at black people?
I don't smile full stop.
Okay, well, this is actually a bad example. But ladies and gentlemen watching this, if you smile at black people, that is obviously a racist act, according to Robin D'Angelo, because, I quote, over-smiling allows white people to mask an anti-blackness that is foundational to our existence as white people. So we can't smile at black people because it's racist. We can't ask them questions because it's racist. Are we allowed to breathe in their presence, or is that racist as well?
Every individual on this planet, if they're white and only white, is on a racist spectrum. And by trying to take yourself off the racial spectrum, well, that's racist.
So very much like taking that Christian idea of original sin, except there is no salvation from it. So in Christianity, you're born with original sin and you get salvation by being a good Christian. For Robin D'Angelo, as a white person, you are born with inherent racism, and anything you try to do to not become a racist is itself an act of racism.
Fine, I'm on the spectrum. I'm racist. How do I get off it? Please tell me how to get off it. What do I do? Give all of my money away to charity? Do I go around and worship at the feet of every person of color? Well, that's racist. How dare you say that? How dare you even try to get off the spectrum? There is no redemption from this. It's impossible. The mere presence of being white means you're confined to a North Korea type scenario where there's nothing more than to basically be condemned for all eternity.
But the real fundamental question is, Byron, what is this horrific, terrible, parasite, unscrupulous woman doing in South Africa, being paid hundreds of thousands of rands from top private schools and top universities to spout this stuff that destroys the social order of South Africa? She is an agent for the global American empire, and idiots in this country are paying her to disrupt the social order we have going in this country.
This highlights why we should have nothing to do with America. This woman is a parasite in American institutions. She made her name by writing a book called White Fragility. She created various forms of words that are slowly but surely seeping their way into the South African conscious, such as BIPOC people, people of color, white fragility. I hate to tell you, stupid American woman, this is fucking Africa. Get the fuck out of Africa. Don't come here with your American bullshit. You come here to a continent that has its own problems. It has its own historical wrongs. And you bring your American bullshit here in order to exploit schools, universities, government departments, so that you can make your money off the institutions of South Africa. She's a fucking white Karen from the America, coming here telling us some bullshit. Now fuck off back to America. Like, what do we need these people here for? They bring their American bullshit, they disrupt the global hegemony, and they come through and they just cause shit in the countries they go to. They leave us with the problems. Then we've got people going, give us back the land. White people have got all the land in the country. Usual EFF bullshit. That's bullshit. Now fuck off. Go back to your own country and burn your own crap down. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we need to be involved with Russia. Because Russia does not accept this bullshit. Russia will say, you come here with this cuck, we chuck you out the country. The end. Finished.
So really, there's two things you need to know from this video. Number one, if your school has any books from Robin D'Angelo, you should immediately protest. And number two, Aaron Motsoaledi, Minister of Home Affairs, Please put this woman on a blacklist. Please ban her from the country completely. People can't eat. People don't have electricity. People are dying of cholera. We don't need an agent of disruption in this country to tear it further apart than it already is.